the co-main and main event came out and absolutely delivered. And, you don't see people do that to Bobby Green either. And, yeah, incredible. I mean, it's amazing.
I mean, obviously, we don't know what Arman's going to do next necessarily, but if him and Islam do fight somewhere like Abu Dhabi, how big do you think that fight could be?
Big. Yeah, it's a great stylistic matchup. That's a great fight.
You mentioned the Bobby Green knockout. Yeah. Great by Jalin Turner, but referee, not so great.
Yeah, one of the worst I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So the difference is, we've had some refs say some dumb shit in the past, like, oh, I allowed her to be a warrior tonight, and goofy shit like that. He knows that he made a mistake tonight, and he does not feel good about it. So, yeah. Tonight was a big night for him. I don't know how you guys felt, but I know a lot of people felt Rob Font was too big for him and hits too hard for him. And he went in and it looked great tonight.
You said on the Nelt Boys podcast that you're working on a potential super fight. Is that something special for UFC 300, or is it just a fight you're putting together?
Just a fight that's going to happen, could potentially happen in 24. And everybody's blowing me up asking me who it is.
And who is it?
I've been on the road for like 2 weeks, so I think I found out. I was just in Boston. I found out when I was in Boston. Shit happens, man. This stuff, somebody caught that on film, and it got out. You guys have no idea how much shit goes on behind the scenes. It's only the stuff that ends up leaking and getting out, but just the business we're in. We are in the tough guy business where, some of the baddest human beings on earth run into each other backstage. Things are said, things are done, and it's our job to manage and control all this stuff to make sure that it doesn't, blow up and get out of proportion and people don't get hurt. But we deal with this every Saturday on some sort of level.
One other incident that happened outside of the cage, outside of the event as well, rather. Jamal Hill got arrested for domestic violence with his brother.
Yeah.
What do you know about that whole situation, and does that, change his plans for a return to action?
I know nothing about it. I literally don't know anything. Obviously, it sounds like something between him and his brother. That's some family shit, and I'm sure they'll figure that out.
Gotcha. And what do you make of the PFL buying Bellator? PFL is now saying that, they're the co-leader. They believe that the roster is comparable to the UFC's. So what do you make of the whole situation?
I don't know. What do you think about that?
I'm asking you.
No comment? You have no comment? You want me to comment? Yeah. It's fucking hilarious. But, yeah, good for them. I wish them all the luck in the world. I mean, I've covered this before. You must not have heard it. One shitty organization that sells no tickets and nobody watches buys another shitty organization that sells no tickets and nobody watches. Sounds like a fucking winner to me, boy. Right? Woo! What do you think?
Well, I think they have a pretty good roster. I don't know if it's on par with the UFC's, but I think they have a solid roster.
Yeah? What do you think of their ticket sales?
Hey, they're not running big arenas.
Huh?
They're not running big arenas or any arenas at all, really. So,
what do you think of their TV ratings?
That I don't know about. The deal with the UFC.
You cover the sport?
I do. I'm not sure about the ratings. That's why I didn't ask.
So you knew enough about it to ask me the question, but you don't know enough to answer the question.
Well, I didn't ask about the ratings.
I don't believe you, but okay. The Stipe fight has to happen, yeah. Both of those guys deserve it. John, you got the greatest mixed martial artist of all time versus the greatest heavyweight of all time. They paid their dues. They've done their things. These two want to fight each other. It's going to happen. Whoever wins, we'll see what they decide to do after that, and then we'll go from there.